So I'm that gentleman there. So yesterday, I'm pretty sure that you met already some of the Nordregio people there, and I said that where do you know that you're holding a seminar in Finland in November or December? You can find it by the seminar program, where every hour is a coffee break. So that's a very Finnish way, and that's the way we cope with the darkness outside. Well, it's a great honor to welcome you in Lahti, and basically I could say that the answer to Klaus' questions are actually no, you cannot, but of course how you do it is then a more trickier question, and this is of course the key element what we are looking into the next day. We are a bit more than 120 people, city here quite close to the metropole area, and of course very proud to have been named European Green Capital in 2021. We are gathered here in Sibelius Hall, and you ate lunch by overlooking the Lake Vesijärvi. For us, Vesijärvi is not just a scenic backdrop. It's actually a living symbol of what determined action and collaboration can achieve. More than 5 decades ago, this lake was on the brink of ecological collapse. In my childhood, nobody wanted to be there. It smelled, it was in a really, really bad condition. And actually, today it thrives because people came together, refused to accept decline, and worked for change. That story matters because it reminds us environmental progress is possible when we act boldly and collectively. And that was kind of a Lahti story to start this environmental trip that we are on today's world. Of course, today we face actually even greater challenges. Across the globe, the consequences of inaction are clear: extreme weather, biodiversity loss, and growing social and economic risks. The energy transition is at the heart of the solution. It means moving away from the fossil fuels, embracing clean energy, and rethinking how we live, move, and to underline also how we consume. But let's be actually honest about this question. This is not just a technological shift as perhaps we Finns have been thinking it is. It's actually a societal transformation, and that is why public support matters so deeply. Without people, policies remain words. With people, they become actually reality. This October, the Council approved Lahti's new strategy. The city's vision in 2035 is Lahti enduring change. In our modern environmental university city, businesses thrive and citizens live a meaningful life. The strategy work involved actually a wide range of city employees, stakeholders, and residents through workshops and different discussion events. We believe that ownership is the key to achieving common goals. We no longer measure progress only by growth. We now measure it by our ability to make better choices. We know our history and we have a clear direction. That is the spirit we want to share with you. Lahti is actually very proud to be recognized as Finland's leading environmental city. It reflects decades of commitment from our residents, businesses, and city organization, and also the research side. Our journey began in the early 1970s with the cleanup of Lake Vesijärvi, as I mentioned. Since then, we have said goodbye to coal. Actually, we gave the last little bag of coal to the city of Helsinki, where they still burn the coal. So really wanted to also underline the big meaning of actually saying goodbye to coal. Introduced advanced waste management systems. Actually, only 0.5% of our waste goes to the landfill. And embraced circular economy principles. These changes did not happen actually overnight, but actually a long-lasting period of decades. They required persistence, courage, and to underline also a shared vision. And that vision for the future is clear: to become, according to our strategy, to become Finland's first major climate-neutral city, to be nature positive by 2030, and to evolve into a circular city of sustainable consumption by 2050. We are making progress. Emissions in Lahti have already fallen by 64% thanks to the bold decisions like phasing out of coal in district heating and supporting sustainable choices for residents and businesses. Our original target was climate neutrality by 2025, a very ambitious goal that positioned Lahti as a pioneer. Today, based on updated calculations and broader definitions, we expect to reach neutrality by 2028. This adjustment is not a retreat, it's a transparency in a complex process. And it strengthens also our resolve. But challenges actually remain, especially in transport. We need more walking, cycling, public transport, and electrification. And this is a very actually big point where you actually do something that really influence on citizens' daily life. And that's why you need this constant dialogue to achieve it. As I mentioned, actually how would I say, the energy transition is about more than technology. It's also about innovation, collaboration, and courage. It's about building communities where clean energy powers opportunity, where mobility is sustainable, and where nature flourishes alongside human progress. That's why actually nature positive is part of that vision. You can easily see how we are a city which is built inside the nature. The nature is why we are actually in this point of the world. It means halting and reversing biodiversity loss. Globally, this is very, very urgent, and locally, it's just as critical. In Lahti, we are implementing urban tree policies, nature conservation plans, groundwater protection, and greening strategies. Our transformation is powered not only by policy, but by knowledge. Lahti is a growing university city where research and education drive innovation in sustainability and energy solutions. Universities and educational institutions are key partners in developing new ideas and training the next generation of experts. We might be actually the youngest university city in Finland, but already in the 1990s we started building a strong foundation for environmental expertise. This began with the Department of Environmental Ecology of the University of Helsinki that was established actually here in Lahti. The Vesijärvi first project and the resulting research information in particular created a foundation for the teaching and research, resulting in great knowledge about, for example, circular economy. Businesses are also a very essential partners. I would actually underline that one of the biggest actually partner in this transition. In Lahti, companies are developing clean technologies, circular solutions, and sustainable services that create jobs and strengthen our economy. When I look back my 2 years as a mayor, basically every investment in Lahti actually comes because we have these bold decisions made for example, carbon neutrality. And that is a driving force. Collaboration with private sector and businesses is a crucial point. Lahti has recently seen investments of magnitude that are nationally significant. These are not merely construction projects, they are a vote of confidence in Lahti's future and our ability to act as a pioneer for sustainable and resilient growth. For example, Day One is building a data center here in Kiverio, quite close by. Data economy requires a significant amount of electricity. However, Finland is one of the most responsible locations internationally, as Finnish electricity production is very clean and the share of clean electricity was already 98% in 2024. The data center being built in Lahti is energy efficient, connected to the local heating network and committed to renewable energy. This is a concrete example that we are doing something right and that new investment can support energy transition. We are committed to inclusion because real change happens when residents, businesses and organizations share responsibility and take actions together. Our climate partnership model, launched in 2015, is a great example. Today, 35 organizations in Lahti have committed to their own climate targets and measures. This is how transformation happens, through networks of trust and shared ambition. Our story began with the polluted lake and a community that refused to give up. Today, Lahti stands among Europe's most progressive green cities, but our work is far from finished. The energy transition is the defining challenge of our time and the defining opportunity. Before I close, I want to thank the conference organizers and our partners and all of you for your dedication to this vital cause. Your presence here shows that we are not alone in this journey. Together, we can make the energy transition a reality. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Let's make it happen together. Thank you.